Have you ever considered how domestic violence could infiltrate the workplace? It's a question that's not often asked, but it's a reality many face. Domestic violence is an insidious problem that doesn't confine itself to the home. It seeps into every aspect of a person's life, including their work. It's more prevalent than we'd like to admit, casting a long, dark shadow over office cubicles, factory floors, and break rooms alike. The impact is profound, affecting not only the victim but the entire workplace. Productivity takes a hit as victims are often distracted, demoralized, or absent due to the trauma. It's a ripple effect, disturbing the morale and safety of the entire team. This isn't just an issue at home, it's an issue at work too. It becomes crucial then for employers to understand their role in mitigating this issue. So, what exactly is the role of an employer in cases of domestic violence in the workplace? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, let's break it down. First things first, it's the employer's duty to ensure a secure and safe environment for all employees. This involves not just physical safety, but also psychological well-being. A workplace free from fear, intimidation, and harassment is an absolute necessity. Remember, safety isn't a privilege, it's a right. Next up, the employer must develop comprehensive policies and procedures to address domestic violence. This means having clear protocols for reporting incidents, conducting investigations, and implementing disciplinary measures. But it doesn't stop there. These policies should also include provisions to support the victims, such as flexible working hours, leaves of absence, and access to counseling services. Now let's move on to the third responsibility, providing support to affected employees. This is where empathy comes into play. Employers must understand that victims of domestic violence may need time to heal, both physically and emotionally. They might need to attend court hearings or access support services. It's the employer's job to facilitate this process and provide necessary accommodations. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, employers need to train their staff to recognize signs of domestic violence. It's often the unspoken words that speak the loudest. Changes in behavior, unexplained absences or injuries, decreased productivity, these are all potential red flags. By educating employees, employers can create a network of support for those who might be suffering in silence. And there you have it, the 4 key responsibilities of an employer in cases of domestic violence in the workplace. Ensuring a safe environment, developing policies and procedures, providing support to affected employees, and training staff to recognize signs of domestic violence. By being responsive, supportive, and proactive, employers can play a significant role in curbing this issue. Together, we can bring about change one workplace at a time. Now, let's delve into some real-world examples of domestic violence in the workplace. Consider this first example. A woman, let's call her Jane, was being harassed by her estranged husband at her office. Jane's employer, recognizing the signs of domestic violence, stepped up. They arranged for Jane to have a flexible schedule and work remotely, ensuring her safety and peace of mind. Another scenario featured a man named Michael. Michael's partner would constantly call and text him at work, causing distress and impacting his productivity. His employer intervened by changing his contact details and providing him with a company phone for work use only. In both these cases, the employers played pivotal roles. They acknowledged the issue, provided support, and took proactive measures to ensure a safe and productive work environment. The actions of these employers not only helped Jane and Michael, but also sent a clear message to the entire team: domestic violence will not be tolerated here. These examples highlight the importance and impact of employer intervention. Now that we understand the issue and the role of employers, what can we do? It comes down to raising awareness and keeping the conversation going. Domestic violence is not a private issue. It spills over into our workplaces, affecting productivity, morale, and safety. We all must play our part in creating a culture of zero tolerance towards such issues. This is where you come in. By sharing this video, you are helping to educate others about the reality of domestic violence in our workplaces and the responsibilities of employers in addressing it. Your voice matters, your actions count. Also, joining the Sisters Speak on Domestic Violence community is a great way to stay informed and empowered. Each video we produce is a step towards creating a safer, more respectful world for all. Share this video, subscribe to our community Sisters Speak on Domestic Violence, and let's strive for a world free of domestic violence in all spaces, including our workplaces.